Hey guys, welcome back to Get Motivated and Fit TV. If you're new to the channel, as always, the concept behind Get Motivated is to get more out of life. So again, I just want to start off by saying thank you. Thank you for stopping by the channel. Thank you for watching the videos. I truly appreciate the support. And the subscribers, they're slowly getting, going up. I appreciate it. Now, let me just go ahead and go on record now. Once I hit the 500 subscribers, I will release my testimony. I will do a video on my testimony, how I was living back then, how I was living for me, and how my life changed once I, changed my mindset, and once I gave my life to Christ. That has a big major role in it as well. So once I get to 500 subscribers, will I be able to do it? I want to say yes, I will. Will it happen overnight? No, it won't. But I will truly appreciate y'all's support, right? So let's get to this video. So if you saw the last videos, I've been mentioning about my time working at the prison. And I will admit, the stuff that I learned then, I still use today, whether it's in my personal life or even in business, right? Because one thing for sure that I know about from working in the prison is we have our word. Like, that's it, right? If you say you're gonna do something, follow through with it, especially being in that prison. Because if you tell that offender, like, hey, I'll give you an extra Johnny because, whatever, follow through, because if you don't, they're gonna hold up to that. They're gonna hold you up to that. Or if you tell that offender, hey, I'll be back, I'll call the plumber for you, and then you don't, that's issues waiting to happen, right? And there were a few officers that I saw that they would abuse their authority, or they were just there for the check. And those were the ones that I kept a distance, that I kept away from. And it was just because, like, are they gonna have my back? Like, really? Because if they're gonna start shit, the offenders, if they're gonna start shit because of that officer, I don't want no part of. Like I don't. I mean, yeah, problems are gonna happen, but if I can avoid those kind, I'm gonna avoid them, right? So in my personal life, I the friends that I can say that are truly friends are a handful. Only because back then I would say I had a good amount of friends. However, I started learning, or I started catching on, that I would only hear from them when they needed something, when it was gonna benefit them, and I'm like, man, how is it that, that's the only time I hear from them? And then when it was flipped, when I needed something from them, they were ghost. Like, I would call them straight to voicemail, I text them, no answer. So it was just like, wow. So I'm like, I had to make a decision. Do I keep them as my friend, or do I let them go and just, you know what, you do your thing, I do my thing, you have my number, and leave it at that, right? And as time went on, I transitioned into the business side of things. And the same thing, right? It was a learning experience, because even though I didn't know everything with the business side of things, how everything ran, I knew what questions to ask, right? And this individual, I'm not going to say him, I'm not going to say her, but this individual that created the original logo, the Get Motivated and Fit, the original logo, this individual I reached out to because I heard great things. They had great work. The price was a little steep, $75, but at the same time, you pay for what you get, right? This individual gave me their word. It was going to be a 24-hour turnaround. Cool. Sent the money. 24 hours went by. Nothing. I'm like, So the next day, because in my mind, this individual, has multiple orders, got busy. Second day, no response. Finally, by the third day, hey, you know what? Why don't you give me my money back? I'll go somewhere else. That's when I started getting the notifications, right? Because once I said, hey, give me my money back, that's when like, oh crap, right? So this individual started working with the logo, because for me, the original, I wanted it to say get fit motivated. That was the original concept, but it wasn't looking right. Like it wasn't looking right. So this individual went ahead and did the get motivated and fit, which y'all see on the logo. So, you know, cool, right? That's all I wanted, was just the logo for social media, promotions. Because for me at that time, like, you know what, I want to promote the gym where I'm going to. I want to start doing one-on-ones. So it's like I want to expand this, right? Like I want to scale. I'm like, that's all I was focused, just social media promotions. And this individual reached out and sent me the logo on a mock-up on a shirt. Hey, well, what about if you make some shirts? Like, that would be a great little way to make extra money, and like it'll be a hit. I'm like, you know what? That's not a bad idea. I'm like, okay. And I think there was like a special going on for like 4 dozen shirts. I mean, not really much of a special, because it was like $10 per shirt that I had to pay. So it's gonna be like 480. But basically, this individual was the middle person, right? So I sent the money, and that was it. I didn't get anything back. No shirts, no nothing. And the crazy part about it was I started getting pre-orders. So I had people that I already paid, and weeks went by, and they're like, "Hey, where's the shirt? Where's the shirt that I paid money for?" Like, man, you know what? You're right. So I'm like, so the lesson behind that is, just because I went to this individual because this individual had a good rapport, that was just bad business for me. Because whether this individual was the person that took my money and ran, or this individual sent the money to whoever was supposed to design the shirt, and that individual, took the money and ran, so to speak. Right? So until this day, I don't speak bad on this individual. Like, I don't. This is the first time I'm bringing it out here. And it's only because it's a learning experience that I had to learn. But if you're thinking about starting up a business, be careful who you do business with, right? Because I'm not the type that, yeah, that bridge got burned, so to speak. But I'm not going to talk bad about this individual. I'm not, that's not in my blood. I will say though that in the event, if somebody needs work done, a logo, I'm not going to refer this individual, only because, at the same time, like, now for me, I have an image, a reputation to live up to as well. So if I were to send somebody to this individual and they get burned the way I did, I mean, how is that going to make me look? Right? So, it's just, it's one of those things that, I took that L. I did. I took that loss. I charged it to the game, as that saying goes. But that's how we learn, right? We learn from our mistakes. And, that's something that, like I said, like everything, like it's weird, like everything got tied in, right? From me working at the prison to my personal life, and then with business, it's like, like it's crazy how things intertwine, right? But you know, I may release some new merchandise. I may, but for the most part, I'm slowly, building up the content. I'm slowly building up the views, the subscribers. But eventually I will have an online store where y'all can just, order when y'all want to. And again, right, like this isn't just the workout or fitness vlog. It's a lifestyle. Like, that's the whole concept, is to get more out of life. So, thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure you like, Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, I'm already on record. Once I get to 500 subscribers, I will release my testimony video. So, can I do it? I need y'all's help. I need y'all's support. But hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all are blessed. And I'll see y'all on the next one.